Hey everybody! So, I remembered to turn my camera on for the entire time I was painting this time. Should not be as much of an achievement as it is. But, from last week, where I, didn't have all of the coloring, like, all of it. It's a major improvement. I've remembered how to use my camera. Yay! But yes, so this week I painted a naga because that's what I default to. I either do mermaids or nagas. Like, that's my default. It's the tails, I think. They're just so much fun. And actually, I don't think I've done one on this channel yet either, so I'm fixing. So, like my message in a bottle mermaid a while back, I am fixing a drastic error. But when I actually started working on this, I was just like, I've got some paper cut out. And that was my plan, so I had no idea what I was doing. Which, I mean, I never know what I'm doing, but normally I have, like, a vague idea. But this time I did not. So I just kind of went in with pencil. I did finally realize that when I'm doing something like this, it has, all of the pencil lines, I need to have something to mask off my hand from the paper, because otherwise everything is both a smudged mess and also, doesn't paint right, because my hand is like, here, have all of this human oil that is water resistant. So didn't do that this time, which is, pretty great. Plan went in, I was just kind of like, okay, so somebody with a tail, and went from there to this somehow. May notice couldn't find the painter's tape, though I have, which, still not the best, but better than the very, very sticky masking tape that I ended up using here. So I wrapped it around my hand and my arm to make it not rip the paper up. Though I have now found my proper low-tack artist tape. So next painting, expect yellow tape, because I have the proper stuff again. I was so happy to find it. And so, yeah. I think part of the reason I ended up going with the waterfall is because I mixed up a massive amount of, sea green blue, and it's just kind of been in the middle of my palette well for a while, so I just want to use that, so I get rid of it eventually. It's like, what can I use this color for? I really need to start planning color palettes beforehand, because I just kind of default to dumping all of the colors in. I managed to pull this back to a point that I liked, but it started out with yellows and green and blue. Actually, not really even yellows, more like oranges. And it looked very nice. And then in the rocks, I put in some purples, and then later for the fish, I decided to that my first instinct was to make them orange and yellow, but I didn't want to layer that over the blue, which I really think I really should have, so I ended up going with red and purple, which looks okay, but there's not any red anywhere else in the painting. It just kind of stands out more than they should have for the background detail that they are. But, oops. Oh well. So, fun fact about me drawing, ponds and things, and that was a massive jump in focus. I really hope that last segment was in focus. I tried to fix it, but when I was recording this, I was alternating, painting on a layer of color on this, and then moving over and working on next Wednesday's video, which is a doll repaint, because, I need more hobbies, obviously. So the focus and the lighting was a little different, and I had to fix it, and I'm not sure I remembered to, but whenever I draw, bits of water, I unless I'm really paying attention, I default to, here's where I liked the fish. Just a little bit of red on the fish was good. I should have gone with yellow, but no, I went with purple instead. Which makes them stand out more than they should have. There is a pond lake thing near our house that I spent a lot of time at growing up, and it's surrounded by giant blocks of sandstone around, so whenever I draw water, I default to, unless I'm actually thinking about it, I'm like, it's a man-made structure of some form. It's a garden-ish thing. And so it has these sandstone blocks, because that's what I think of when I have bodies of water. Yeah. You'll also notice that I went in and I put little blue splotches into the rocks. And that's because, because I was alternating between stuff, so I would stack up my palettes and then I would move them out of the way and then bring them back. Except that when I went to do that, I wasn't paying attention, so I put giant splotches, ended up with some giant splatters of my water shade dumped onto the rocks. So I was like, okay, I can't completely get rid of this because I didn't notice, so I guess it's gonna be a feature. Yay! But it's alright. Yeah. I really like how her face turned out. Really quite cute. I think the water turned out alright too. I'm not very comfortable drawing water. I think I need to practice it more. I'm never quite happy with it. And sorry, but it's what it is. Need to paint more water and the translucency and all. I'm just like, nah, it's an opaque thing. It's an opaque shiny thing. Yeah, you draw shiny things by just large brush strokes, right? But yeah, and so here she is. I need to figure out how to scan things better, but anyways, thanks for watching, and links to everything else that I do down below if you are interested.